And welcome guys to the classic demo, where we're going to take a look at the classic demo. We're going to look at what we have, what the differences are, and so on. Now if you're watching this on playback, be sure to drop a like and let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Now, there are a few things that I do need to go over with before we proceed for anyone who has never played Classic. If you noticed, you only have 4 classes on each side: Human, Gnome, Dwarf, and Night Elf for the Alliance. And the Night Elf keeps on jumping up and down like they have to go pee. So hopefully they'll be able to hold on. The Horde has Orc, Undead, Tauren, and Troll. Now, the humans can be Warrior, Paladin, Rogue, Priest, Mage, and Warlock. The Dwarf can be Human, Paladin, Hunter, Rogue, Priest. The Night Elf can be Warrior, Hunter, Rogue, Priest, and for the first time, and the only one on the Alliance that can be Druid, and that is the Night Elf. They are the only one on the... sure everything is still going correctly, but they are the only ones on the Alliance that can be Druid. Next we have the Gnome, who can be Warrior, Rogue, Mage, Warlock. So it was a lot more detailed back then, and you didn't have as many choices. You definitely didn't have as many classes played and as much customization. So I'm going to go ahead and create a character on the Horde side. Now Orcs could be Warrior, Hunter, Rogue, Shaman, and Warlock. Now in Classic, only the Horde could be Shaman, and only the Alliance could be Paladin. The Undead could be Warrior, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Lock, Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, and Druid for the Tauren. And the Troll could be a Priest, Shaman, Mage, Rogue, Hunter, and Warrior. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is actually live or not. I don't see anybody coming in, so let me make sure before we go any further. First of all, let me get to a male character, not female. Use the name of the character that I played many years ago. There we go. Obviously, as you see, we're starting out as a 15 warrior. Okay, for some reason, this is not working for me here. Let me see what I can do. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have previously played the Classic. Everything's popping up. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get everything brought up here so I can actually see what you're saying when you do type in something, and it is not cooperating. Lovely. You know, and what time I'm getting everything brought up, how many of you have been having a crappy time with Blizzcon this year? I mean, I love Blizzard. I'm what most may call a fanboy of Blizzard, whatever. But BlizzCon this year totally stinks. Totally stinks. Because, and it's not just me, you know, at first I thought, well, it's me, it's the storm we're having or whatever. But I went on the forum and I seen where other players was also having a crappy time with being able to play the playback. If you had a virtual ticket, you was up the creek. You know, it's not working for virtual ticket holders apparently, and that is not good. Obviously, nobody wants to go pay what was it this year? Almost $50, and then not even be able to enjoy what your you know. Nobody wants that, because obviously, I mean, a playback, and I understand, but they increased the price this year because of the playback or the you know, demo, the playable demo. They felt that that was given more value and so on. But to me, a playable demo does not give enough of a value for $50 when you can't even watch what they have. So, you know, that's just my rant. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and get straight into this. BlizzCon so far should have been free because of all the esports that's being streamed anyways everywhere else. Exactly. And I'll be honest with you, I don't pay to be able to see Ian Hezekostas or somebody come up and stutter on the screen for me. I don't pay for that. So I've already told Blizzard, I contacted them earlier, and that if it is not fixed and at least the playback is not viewable without all the stuttering and all the garbage, then I would be expecting and demanding a full refund. So we'll see how that goes. But let's go ahead and jump straight into the Classic. And Yuri, glad to see you here, my friend. I will be doing some videos on the playbacks if they are at all worth even trying. Okay, so first thing, it says we have 52 minutes remaining.
Glory to the Horde.
Apparently we have 1 hour of playtime, and then you have to go for, I guess, what they consider a cooldown, and then you can play again.
Go forth to victory.
But before we do that, let's take a look at a few things, guys. And anybody who's not played Classic will absolutely probably be confused. Oh, I know, and that's horrible, you know, that it comes to that. Okay, see, here you have your weapon skills. You have to learn all of these. Because, for example, if, and yes, a warrior can use guns in Classic. Can use maces, crossbows, daggers, and even throwing stars. We have throwing stars, guys, back in Classic. So if you've never played it, you're in for a treat. Definitely worth trying out. And also, unarmed. Higher skill increases your chance to hit. If not, and you're unarmed, you're screwed. Because you're not going to hit anything. Right now, my unarmed, and yes, you can be disarmed in Classic. You definitely can. And a lot of people are like, well, you're pacing one up, go ahead and hit it, help that person out. But in Classic, it was all about you. If you hit it first, you got the credit. If not, you didn't get nothing. You didn't get XP. You didn't get loot. You basically was just helping somebody to be nice. And while that's a good thing, it don't help you to level up. And also, as you can see, your first aid is back in Classic. Oh, the tears for all the hunters who have to buy ammo from the auction house. You know, that's a very true statement, and something that we all have to look forward to, because now, if you're a hunter, yes, you've got to buy your ammunition. If you don't have the ammo, you don't have a ammo bag, you're screwed. You don't get to, I mean, if you go in, you can't do anything, okay? I mean, a hunter can use other weapons, but hunters are well known for ranged weapons. And if you don't have that ability because you're out of ammo or you're out of arrows, you're kind of up the creek. Now, it's the same way with a priest. Priests have to have the light feathers in order to do slow fall, and you have to have all kinds of shamans have their own special reagents. Only way I'll play Classic is if I can find a good guild. Well, I tell you what, Yuri, where are you from? Are you US? Are you EU? Or what are you? Because if you're on the US and you play on the server where I'm at, I guarantee you that we will have a guild of our own. Okay, I'm fully intending to bring the guild back that I was in years ago, and we will grow together as a guild and go from there. I remember in rap, I just was dedicated to raid Nax with my hunter, and there was times where I messed up, and the auction house was bone dry decent ammo. Oh, definitely. And I remember, what was it called? I want to say ice threaded ammo or something of that nature. And it was very good ammo. It was one of the best you could get, in fact. And great. Hey, let me know. And if you're interested, and this goes for anybody watching the playback or watching this live stream, and if you're interested, I will make a guild. We will grow the guild together, and we will raid as one. And bring it home the old-fashioned way. Now, see, this is one thing that a lot of people are not going to like about Classic. Okay? you don't get your mount until you're 40. Right now I'm level 15. I'm running around. As you can see, I've got a quest. I got it highlighted over here, but you do not see that quest showing up on this map or the mini map. So it is literally anybody's guess where you need to go. Now here's one.
It's too far away.
Go ahead and charge in. And this is definitely going to take some getting used to. I'm used to playing my hunter, as many of you know, but it is definitely my first love on WoW was and always will be my hunter, or my warrior rather. Now also be sure when you're playing that you pick up each and every item, because the auto loot is not a thing in Classic. And I'm going to stream here for probably about another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll jump on and try out the Alliance. We'll try it, or I should say I'll go ahead and stream as a Horde for another 10 minutes or so. Yuri, do you know if the playbacks from BlizzCon today has started being available yet? Because when I was looking for them earlier, they were not available. And these zebras, oh my god, I had a pain with them back in the day trying to kill them, because everybody was, going after them, and it was like, there's a lot of them now. You can see, well, I spotted what, 1, 2, 2 or 3 different ones, but back in the day, everybody was after them, so it was not easy.
I'm out of range. I missed the target.
Okay, mostly the salt from Diablo devs. Okay, so the playbacks are starting to become available, though. That's a good thing to know. So I will be doing some videos on those later on. I'll be recording them and doing some videos with my reaction, and putting them up for people who just didn't have the $40 or $50 to spend. And in all honesty, if Blizzard is not going to make it usable for everybody, then they don't need to charge. I understand that it's a big thing they do yearly, but man, this year has totally stunk. It has been the world's worst BlizzCon ever. Even the very first BlizzCon was better than this one. and they was still learning how to do things the way they have been. But man, this one stunk. And it says a lot when I am playing a classic demo and live streaming it instead of trying to live stream the actual game. Now, they say they'll have it fixed by tomorrow, and if that's the case, I'll be live streaming the actual Blizzcon again tomorrow. But in either case, a lot of videos are getting ready to come out with BlizzCon. Only thing is that with Classic, I don't want the dev team to get lazy and take slower on retail. You know, my train of thought on that is I would like to see Classic WoW go exactly as it did back in the day. I would like to see it be 100%, you know, as it was, with no extras, nothing like that. Because, you know, I mean, I've had some people say, well, shouldn't we get battle pets? Shouldn't we get experience for mining a node or picking an herb? No. I mean, you know, we didn't get it back then, so why should you now? You know? Classic is classic, and I don't know. Only thing I'm kind of salty about is Warcraft 3 paywall. I already own it. Maybe a discount, but no $30 US and 60 US. No. I totally 110% agree with you on that. Personally, I think if you already own the game, you shouldn't have to pay no more than, say, a $10 fee. And that would get you the upgraded game. That would be my take on it, at least. Because, you know, to go back and revisit something like that, I mean, that would be like going back and saying, hey, let's go back to Diablo 1, or better yet, let's go back and go back to Activision and redo Frosty. I don't know how many of you played that back in the day, but it was an old game. It was a very good game, but it was old. Okay, and the game's like 30 years old now, I guess, or so. But there was a lot of people who played it. And, you know,
it's too far away.
Long story made short, you shouldn't have to pay to go back and buy something you already own. Or at least that's my take on it. And right now, my take on it is what matters with my, you know, my personal purchase. Because I'm not going to purchase something that I don't feel is what I need. You know. Now I will say, guys, and I don't know if you noticed this, but you do know that you now can get Destiny 2 free forever. Free forever. Did you ever play Star Wars Galaxies? Well, if you did. If you did not, J. Allen Brack, new Blizz CEO, was the one who destroyed that game with his track record on leadership like this. It is not good. I totally agree. I didn't play that game. Sadly, it's not one I did get into. But I did hear people talking about it, yes. And also, guys, just be aware. You know, you don't hit it first, you don't get the XP, you don't get the rewards. You're wasting your time. You may be helping a fellow player out, but you're not going to get anything for it. And there's people who will wait until you're right up on the target you're ready to charge in and try to kill it, or go in to kill, and they are going to hit it with an arrow, a bullet, or a spell, and you don't get nothing for what you do at that point. So, how many of you are as pissed off as I am at Blizzard right now? Because here's the thing, okay? I understand that, you know, and when I contacted the GM, his excuse was, we're overwhelmed. We have so many people that are watching the game, or watching the BlizzCon event, and it's hard for us to keep up. You know, that's not my fault. I paid $50 to watch the event. I should be able to watch it just like I was there. Okay? I shouldn't have to sit here and watch the herky-jerky crap that we are now.
I'm out of range.
Okay, that should not be a issue, period. And for him to try to come up with the, I'm sorry, but you can watch it on playback. Who cares? I want to watch it live. If I don't want to watch it live, I would wait until somebody else put up the video on the event, and I'd watch it then. Yeah, but Destiny 2 is a stealth pay. You have to get the expansions just to play anything, because they will lock you out of content that you already did pay for. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? Glad to see you here. We're just chilling, talking about BlizzCon and what a failure it is this year, and checking out the demo, and going from there. As we was talking about, it is horrible. I don't know if you have the BlizzCon ticket, the virtual ticket, but you know, it's kind of like they are screwing the virtual ticket holders, because if you're watching an event, you shouldn't be watching an event and every other syllable be, you know, screwed up and you're not able to hear it. Or you're watching Ian Hezekiah and he's talking about the trolls, you know, the Zandalari troll, and then all of a sudden it just stutters, and now he's talking about the Kultiran druid. That is garbage. And for them to come up with the crappy excuse of, we're overloaded. Well, don't sell so many daggone tickets if you can't keep the servers up and keep it steady, you know? Honestly, if they had problems streaming BlizzCon, they should have used Twitch. Exactly. Exactly. Twitch would have at least been better than what they're given now. The only thing is that by using Twitch, I don't think they would have been able to control it as easy, and I'm not sure how that would have worked about them charging people $50 a head to go watch a stream on Twitch. So I'm not sure how that would work. But I have 32 more minutes, guys, on this playable demo, and then it goes into cooldown. I think it's 1 hour on, 1 hour off. If that's the case, I will be doing another live demo, a live stream of the demo later for the Alliance side. I was going to split it up and do 30 minutes of each, but if you do, you're not really going to be able to complete one quest or even get to see a level go. Because right now at 15, I have been trying to complete this quest for a while. And at 15, I need 14,400 to level. But yeah, This totally pisses me off, and I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. I love Blizzard. I honestly do love, you know, World of Warcraft and Blizzard Entertainment. But when I pay for something, I expect to get quality, not, you know, some piece of garbage that is unviewable. And that's what we got today. Now, they say that they're going to have it fixed. Who knows? Maybe they will. They say that tomorrow will be different. But we'll have to find out. Now, I will say this, guys. We are going to be releasing, and if you noticed on the channel, I've not had as many live videos as what I would like, or as many videos on it as what I would like lately. And that is sadly because of my father-in-law. He is, as many of you know, he's been in the hospital a lot. And he is a Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia patient. And he has many other issues. And as you see there, just as an example, I helped kill that and did not get anything for it. Okay, so at this rate, as you see, this is why it takes a lot longer to level in Classic, because everybody's after the same mob as you are, and it's not like in current WoW where you walk up, you hit it, and you can walk away, and other people finish killing it, and you get the experience, come back and hit the loot, and move on. It's not like that. So, now I would not be surprised if we see the playable demo become a 100% release of Classic before BlizzCon ends. Because here's my thing. If it's playable and we're able to play it, then it's ready. You know, it should be ready. Now I do see one thing that I'm hoping it's just for the demo, because otherwise it's going to be one thing that is different, and that is right now I'm seeing friends that are logging in on the Battle.net app. Okay, so which that wouldn't bug me as long as we cannot do the cross.
It's too far away.
Realm servers, or, you know, party people that's on other realms. You know, if I play Classic, I want Classic. I want it 100%. None of this 80-20 crap. I want 100%. Period. And I find it interesting to read this. BlizzCon exhaustion. Chromie is only able to keep you anchored into the paste for a limited time. Once exhausted, you'll need to wait until she has regained enough energy before attempting to come back. So, I think that's a pretty cool way of doing it. That way it makes it so everybody can play, because otherwise you would have people who would log in and they would not want to log out, period. Now I do think, from what I understand, that it's a 2-level maximum. So basically you only get to go from like 15 to 17 if I'm correct. I might not be, but I believe it's 15 to 17. If I'm wrong on that, I guess we'll find out. How many of you did pay for the BlizzCon virtual ticket and plan to request a refund. I've already contacted them myself, told them that if the playbacks are not available soon and that they do not have high enough quality to where they're not herky-jerky, then I did want my money back, because $50 to me is just as well as $50 to them. In fact, $50 to me means more than $50 to them. I mean, they're multi-millionaires. They don't worry about money. Now, as you see here, and this is very common in vanilla, or in classic, whatever we're going to call it. You have, okay, I've already got 5, and even to get those 5, the drop rate was not the best. But now, in order to get the remaining 2, the drop rate will even be lower. It's going to take a while to get those last 2 even more than it did take for the first 5 at times. Which, I remember being back in Classic or Vanilla, and somebody saying that it was a quest where we was trying to kill and get Murloc eyes, I believe, and they needed 10 eyes, and they had killed. I think the guy told me, because it was one of my friends back then. He said that he had killed like 40 of these Murlocs and only had 6 eyes. And I remember him telling me that he thought that was odd, because he knows the bastards have eyeballs because they're looking at him. And he's only getting 6 out of 40 kills. So definitely it's a whole new ball game, guys, playing Classic. How many of you do intend to play Classic when it does go 100% live? Oh, and that's another great thing about Classic. You know how it used to be in the starting zones, like now you can walk right by something, and if you want to walk by one mob in order to go kill another one, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and do it. They're not going to attack you. They're docile and gentle, and they're not going to hurt you and all this. Back in Classic, WoW, back in vanilla days, everything was hostile. Everything was hostile. And I mean everything was hostile. If you walked by it, it was going to attack you. The only exception would be, for example, these these quests here. Now they are something that you're going to have to attack.
It's too
and
far
they
away.
are something that you are going to want to be very careful how many of them you attack at one time. Here, as you see, I attacked 2, and looks like hey, it got me a beak. We have one down here. And another beak. Okay, so let's head on back to town. It's only about a 10-minute walk. Oh, today has been one of them days, guys. And Gary, Kelly, anybody else in live chat right now, tell me, what do you plan on playing in Classic? Personally, I'm probably going to create 2 characters on the Horde base, right off the bat, 2 characters. One is going to be a warrior, one is going to be a hunter. And eventually I'll have one of everything, but those will be my main two that I play.
What do you need?
Okay, now guys, remember the quest I told you about earlier where you have to go out and kill the zebras and how much of a pain it was?
Strength.
Well, we're on that quest. And I just hit level 16. Now if I'm correct, you'll only get to 17 before the demo kicks you out, more or less. And already all the zebras that was here earlier have disappeared. People are killing them left and right because everybody's on pretty well the same quest. Druid or Shaman Hills? Well, that would be great, especially if we're going to do a guild. We'll definitely need healers. Also, anybody who's in the live stream, if you are interested, Yuri and myself are talking about creating a US-based guild. And once we figure out what the name of the servers are going to be, we'll all go ahead and get that. If you're interested, let me know, and we'll all be sure to get in on that. Now here guys, with these viewers, be careful. If you've never played it, be extra careful, because if you pull two of these at once, well, it's been nice knowing you. We'll see you when you run back from the spirit, because two of these will kill you in a heartbeat. So far we're going to have a healer. That's great. And like I said, I will most likely do a warrior and a hunter. Now, if I do a warrior, and I never thought I would hear myself say this, but if I do a warrior and the guild needs it, I'll be happy to try my hand at tanking again. I used to tank back in vanilla for a short while, and that was short-lived because the guild master in the guild where I was at the moment also was
I'm out
tank.
of range.
He was the main tank, and therefore he obviously got what he wanted before anybody else did. You know, if he wanted it, he got it. You wanted it? Tough.
It's too far away.
Now, I definitely am excited about the raids in Classic, because if that goes right as it should, it looks like we will have the Zulgrub back the way it used to be. Not the way it is now, not a 5-man dungeon, but I believe it's a 20-man?
I'm out of range.
I'm pretty sure it's 20. In fact, I know it was 20. So, a 20-man dungeon, a 20-man raid. So, definitely that's something that I'm looking forward to, because it will give us
I need to
the ability to go in and try to get that mount again. I don't know about you, but I always wanted the Zilgrub mounts. Tank is really fun. Warrior tanks are always good, just bad warriors out there. Amen to that. I never had an issue with my prot warrior in any X-Pack since Rant. But hopefully we can get these zebras done before this timer runs out. Only got 15 minutes left. Oh, and that's another thing, guys. If you're new to the classic, there are no heirlooms, so that's not there. I never had an issue. Okay, I already read that. Just making sure I don't go without answering a comment. That's always been one of my pet peeves when I'm in a live stream with someone and I say something or I have a question and they just totally ignore and they move on, they do it their way, and more or less stick with you, they don't care. And that's always been something that bothers me, so it's one thing I do try to do is in each and every live stream, I always try to answer everybody. No matter who, no matter what, I always try to get an answer out there to you. Okay, so I see a few different zebras. 14 minutes. One of these things have to drop a hoof, right? Or at least you would hope so.
I don't have a target.
Not that one. Got 4 feet, no hoofs. Okay, one more hoof down, and one more hoof. Kelly, are you still with us? If so, what are your plans to play in Feral Druid and a Hunter? Cool. Are you going to play a Alliance or Horde, guys?
Need a target.
And the reason I'm asking is I know that myself I'll be playing Horde primarily, but if there's enough of you that want to do an Alliance guild, we'll also do one of those. Because to me, it's more about playing with the people that I enjoy, talking to and being around. You guys mostly
I'm
is
out of
what I'm
range.
saying, and not as much about what server I'm on or whatever. I know some people who will not play unless it's on a specific server. One of my friends, he's been on this one server since the game started. The server is clogged with hundreds of thousands of people, and literally he has to wait at times to even get to play, but yet he will not change. I mean, absolutely refuses to change server no matter what. Won't do it. Okay, now you guys, as you can see what I'm saying with the, you're getting very close to having the final one, because I'm one hoof away, and literally it's taking forever to get it, because the last what, 2, 3 that I've killed have no hooks at all. And make that number 4. But on a good note, I see a few different.
I need to get closer.
And from what I can understand, guys, there is one bad problem that I feel we're going to have, and a lot of people are going to be pissed off about it. If you get, let's say you go to Zulgrub, finally. You go to Zulgrub and you have your mount drop. Okay, if a mount drops, you luck up and you get it. You are not going to be able to then use that mount over on live servers like where we are now. Okay, so if you go back to a Battle for Azeroth server, you're not going to be able to use it. On Area 51, the economy there is just too good. Even when we are slow on content. Now, Area 52, is that primarily Horde, primarily Alliance, a good mix? I know that nowadays you don't have to worry about it being, PvP or not PvP, but just curious there on that. Okay, so let's see how far we get with a, what's this one?
Strength and honor.
Consumed by hatred. I always hated where it scrolled. Okay, so we're going to send us out to kill the piggies. Willvore.
Go with honor.
Lost in battle, small torrent cave, separated. Okay, this one was one quest I always did not like before. Horde, ally, didn't. Wow. That might be a server I like to try out.
Loktar!
See, I've never been one for PvP, and that's why a lot of the servers I've never even been on, never tried, and so on.
Samsung. For the Horde.
Now we get to kill some raptors. That's funny. We're not allowed to have like the heirloom weapons, but they named an axe heirloom axe. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this live stream, at least for this part. You know, I'm going to be doing some videos of the BlizzCon tomorrow. Tomorrow, if they have it fixed, I will be doing live stream of every World of Warcraft or Diablo panel. But if they don't, I will be releasing multiple videos. Also, I have a video that will be going live maybe tomorrow. And here's a teaser for you. Have you ever thought that Anduin may not be who he says he is? And maybe he didn't come from where we think he did. Stay close, because when this video goes live, you're going to want to watch it. So, for now, I only have 5 minutes left on this 1 hour trial, and it got me 1 level of almost 4 bars. So, I think that actually worked out pretty well. And I'm curious, I'm going to try something. I have multiple accounts on this Battle.net. So I'm going to go ahead, log out of this account, and then try to go on over and play the other account. So hang tight, we're going to try that and overlook the junky desktop. I have everything all piled up, but let's go ahead and pick another one and see if it gives me another hour. Okay, why did Twitch just open?
You're able to take down your opponent.
We're about ready to find out if it does. If it does, I may be doing the hour of Alliance quicker than we thought. It'll be later on this evening. We'll just hit random, and we'll do an Alliance Night Elf accept. And when I go in, if it says 60 minutes, I'm going to log straight back out. That way I don't waste any of it, and we'll come back to it later. But for, nope, 4 minutes. 4 minutes per Battle.net account.
Light be with you.
1 hour per Battle.net account at a time, apparently. So, well,
For the Alliance.
that explains everything. And I'm going to go ahead and exit now. You know, I've been thinking about streaming on Twitch. The only reason I stream on YouTube is YouTube has a more or less a monetization thing where I can monetize my videos and my streams, and I can make a little bit of revenue from it. I mean, it's not, by far, it's not a huge amount of money, and I almost said gold, but by far it's not. And I don't know how that works with Twitch. Does anybody else know? And if you do, can you fill me in on it and explain it? because I'm going to be honest with you right now. From what I've been seeing, there is a possibility. Yeah, this right here just gets on my nerves, man. You know, the mobile app. Who the heck wants to play a mobile Diablo? For God's sake. You know? Who? Not me? You know, I had not thought about that. That is a very good...
we have time for
very
few
good
community
idea.
questions after your very exciting keynote address. We opened the
Okay, so I'm looking...
Twitter gates and some questions came
and
in.
I don't
So
see
few,
any of the
questions
content
some users here
from
that I hope
today
you guys will be able to answer. Question by Bogdanov.
as
He
being,
said,
you know,
say for
able
instance,
to be
I would like to queue up with a friend, as 2 players, but we want to join
I mean, all this stuff
part
is
of a
stuff
bigger
that's been
hall
on
and
there
go
for
4v4
for a while.
So
Things
they're a
you
unit
could
of
watch
2, but they'll be with 2
long before the
strangers and
Blizzcon
meet some other
started.
4. Will that be a possibility?
Possibility? Yes.
Possibility, yes.
Yes. We're
Yes.
Yeah. Possibility,
I mean-
yes. We definitely want to improve the join functionality.
Who wants to watch all that,
Not sure
you know?
exactly how that's going to work yet, but it is on our radar of like one of those things we definitely want to investigate and see what we can do to make that work.
Yeah, Jay's got your back, Mark. Yep.
We've got
Okay,
top-
slow
top
bro.
persons.
If you
Top
get an
persons.
affiliate status
A
with
question
Twitch,
from,
which you need a certain
Insomnia.
amount of streaming
He said,
hours per
well,
week,
obviously, there's a
ditto
lot of
with the
work to be
viewers
done
and
on
view
the current
time
thing, but some people
from
can't help but look towards the
them
future.
before you
So
can
is there any
qualify,
chance that
then you
guys
can make money from
will
it as well.
create
Okay,
new
cool.
side missions
I
or
don't
new
know how they do
campaigns?
it, but some streamers I've seen do it that way.
I mean,
Like,
I think that's a 2-part
Okay,
answer.
you may wanna
One, like our focus right now
Cool.
is getting the existing game
I
right, and one
definitely
thing we
will
haven't
take a
touched
look at
that
that.
much on.
Now
during
let's
the
see,
panel.
here it says All Access Kickoff Show. I'm pretty sure that's the free thing where the people sit around and chit chat, not the
Access
opening
is your
ceremony.
one-stop destination
and it
for the best
is.
of BlizzCon. So stick
If I wanted to watch that, I would have been able to watch
About
it for free.
how this
Who
year's
cares?
contest has changed. Because I know
Okay,
you guys
so
have done a lot of
apparently Blizzard has still not done what they said. And yes, guys, if you're wondering, what, is he actually upset with Blizzard? Yes, I am. I am livid with Blizzard right now because not only am I experiencing it, but tons of other people are, because it's all over the forums. In fact, let me take you to the forums here and show you. Originally, I thought it was I was doing something wrong with the stream. Huge letdown. What is it? Or what is this? The big Diablo project was a mobile game with a copy-paste design? That sucks. How do I get a refund from the ticket? Okay, please, I need a refund from my ticket. This BlizzCon has turned out to be a total shit show, and I don't want to waste my waste any more money on this sold-out company. If anyone knows how to get a refund, please let me know. We aren't working on any other anything Diablo for PC. Okay. And worst BlizzCon up to date. Sounds are not matching the video. Let's see what this one says here. Replays and panels. Not sure where this might have been posted, but is there going to be an uploads and access to replay any of the content that'll be streamed? I fear I may miss out on some on Saturday, and I'm wondering where I could watch it later. Lots of stuff will be archived. Just go to the watch section at the top and browse all through the various videos. But still not the Diablo reveal that finished an hour ago. Missed it as I thought I would be able to just watch and watch his other videos seem to have had the same thing. Based on past years, I would guess later on tonight it should show up. I remember archive videos starting to show late in the day, like maybe 6 p.m.-ish PST. Slow bro. I hope they don't have the same mentality as the BFA refunds, where if you used your character boost they couldn't refund it. I hope the same doesn't hold true about the Blizzcon ticket. Okay, and this 1 hour WoW trial. It very well may, and if it does, I guess I'm screwed because I've already used mine, and you know, that's, I guess that'll be that. And as you can see here, guys, a lot of other people are having the same problem that I was having earlier with, like here, really bad stuttering and lagging on the BlizzCon stream. And then when I mentioned this to Blizzard, you know what they had the nerve to tell me? Well, maybe it's your computer. I said, okay, so it's everybody's computer, because tons of people are saying the same thing. For God's sake, I know my computer might not be a Gibson computer, you know, it's not a super computer, but for God's sake, my computer don't keep other people from having this, make them have the same issue. Anyone else that are lagging really bad when watching the BlizzCon live stream, it's really hard to watch it currently. Checked if it was something on my side, so did I. But everything runs fine here. Yeah, everything is screwed. .net is fine. Or the net is fine. Comp is fine. Tried multiple browsers and it's all messed up. It's now been degenerated to unwatchable. I sure hope this gets fixed before the WoW What's Next panel. It didn't. And I had the exact same issue so far. Even tried watching it on 2 different mobile devices, another computer, and everything else. They're seriously charging 40 UR or 50 US dollars for this. That amount of money to watch a stream. The stream shouldn't be stuttering like this. I fully agree. So, you know, I guess we'll have to find out what's going on. I'm getting ready to, as soon as I end this stream, I am going to call Blizzard or have them call me. You know how that goes. And we are going to see what happens. Because if this is going to continue, then they can just give me my money back and go screw off. You know, I'm not going to give them $50 to watch a playback 2 days later when all the information that could be out there is already going to be out there by that time. So, not going to happen. But guys, I hate to, but I am going to go ahead and end this live stream. It looks like we've been streaming now for 1 hour, 9 minutes. So we are going to go ahead and end this live stream. I will be streaming some more later, tomorrow, if Blizzard gets the rag out of their butt and fixes things. If not, then I'll be making tons of videos as the playback material becomes available. Because most likely I won't get a refund, because I did just play the classic WoW demo. And, you know, it is what it is. But I do appreciate each and every one of you coming into the live stream earlier today as well as now, and sticking around with me, chatting and enjoying the day. And until next time, have a great one. Hopefully we'll see each other tomorrow in live stream, and I'll be able to have everything working fine. But until then, have a good one.